Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It's Monday and it's eISL powered by Coca-Cola. Of course, before we get the show started, a huge shout out to our sponsors, starting off with our associate sponsors, Hero, our esports partners, Navin Gaming, our platform partners, PlayStation, and our digital collectibles partners, Terra Virtua, for making this event happen. And joining along with me, like every day, of course, is Azim. And today, the first matchup, Azim, is going to be an absolute cracker. Mumbai City FC going up against Chennaiyin FC. The battle is for the top. How excited are you?
Oh, yeah, huge top of the table clash we're expecting today. Let's quickly run through the tournament format and get straight into it. This is, of course, the league stage, the business end of the league stage that we are in. 110 matches being played, 3 games per match, 2 1v1s and 1 co-op. The top 4 teams, of which we are seeing 2 teams that could be making it to the finals. 19 to 21st March, they will be playing out the finals. And of course, the 2 winning team members then fight it out to represent India in the FIFA Global Series 2022. So, huge stuff on the line, and what a fantastic, huge game we have in prospect.
Oh, yes. I'm getting so excited because, these two teams, they've gone against each other in the past. And it was, of course, Chennaiyin FC turned out as the victor. But again, we'll get back to that a little bit later. Now, we did talk about the golden ticket to represent India, but that comes up with a whooping prize pool of 15 lakh rupees, and so on reduces as the MVP also gets 4 lakh rupees.
Yeah, absolutely. And with a total prize pool of 78 lakhs, I mean, it's probably the biggest prize pool we've ever seen for a FIFA tournament in India.
Yeah.
It's just amazing to see this kind of enthusiasm for the sport. And let's quickly now take you through the leaderboard so you know exactly what is at stake in this match. It is first versus second, and a huge opportunity. Mumbai City FC with a game in hand over Chennaiyin FC, looking to get that lead and also run as far as possible from SC East Bengal, who are of course back in action today as well after a long break. So they need to capitalize on it, and it's what a tasty day we have. Top of the table fixture, also a Kolkata derby. What a great day of the eISL today.
You did spill the beans. Of course, it's out there everywhere. The first match is, of course, going to be a cracker between these two teams. The battle for the top spot. The second matchup, of course, for all the Bengali fans out there, they're going to be so excited for it. A lot of drama is going to happen then. But for the matchups, if we take a look at it, Ashwin, of course, going up against the mighty Saransh Jain, and this has been happening a lot lately. A lot of players who like to play the second game are eventually playing the first game over here. And then we've got our magic man, Kaman Tikka, going up against Navin. Well, he's been through a slump. He's been managing to get a few draws lately, and he's clearly not happy with it because this man settles with nothing less than victory, right? And he's kind of annoyed with him, but today is going to be an interesting day. It's a new week, so we're going to be dreamers. We're going to be expecting that we get to see a lot out of Chennaiyin FC. Of course, Mumbai City FC, they've been having a dream run lately, a Cinderella story, as you can say. And Ashwin, he's definitely wore his pair of heels.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Mumbai City FC really finding form just at the right time in this tournament. They started a little bit hit and miss, but now they look really unstoppable. For Chennaiyin FC, Saransh has suddenly found his form again, and it's going to be crazy. Let's have a look at what happened in the previous encounter between these 2 teams in just a little bit as well, to give you guys some perspective of how this tournament has been evolving. But we were talking about Navin as well, Draween, as Saransh was calling him. He needs to find his scoring boots, his winning touch back again. And well, he was held to a draw by Tikka last time out as well. Saransh triumphing over Ashwin. So Ashwin out to get revenge.
Oh yeah, a lot of players out here to get their revenge over here. Of course, it was a clear victory for Saransh last time against Ashwin. But today, like you mentioned, we know what the player that Ashwin has evolved into. He's way more confident, especially when earlier we used to see him play, he was second guessing himself, being doubtful before taking all those shots. But now he's just going for it, and we're seeing a complete different version of him, a more confident version of Ashwin, and it's always a delight to have this player on the camps. But again, it's not going to be an easy task against one of the best players, or as regarded by many, the best player from South Asia, and that's going to be Saransh, who apparently has been opting for a rather more YOLO play style. He does not care anymore. He just wants to play his game, he's under tremendous pressure, but I think that's his way of coping with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And a guy who's also been playing his natural game, but also adapting to how the game has been evolving is, of course, Ashwin. We've seen him in absolutely crazy form of late. Still yet to catch up to Saransh, who has 33 goals, who I believe is one of the leaders or is the current leader of the tournament in terms of goals scored. 33 goals in 13 matches, easily averaging 2.5 goals per game. So it's looking pretty good for him. For Ashwin, had a bit of a slow start. We often associated him with, simple 1-0s or 1-alls and maybe stealing a late goal. But off late, Ashwin has really been bringing it, and nice and clean shaven today. So let's see. He is, of course, the baby-faced assassin of the eISL, and let's see if he can take down Saransh today.
Yeah, I mean, one of the contenders of the Chocolate Boy Award, if there exists any. We do have Valentine's week coming up, so I'm going to be rather curious as to the gifts that are going to be given to these players, or are they going to be sending a few gifts away, because they've been away from their normal lives, right? They've been living a different esports athlete life for the past couple of months. But today, yeah, I mean, likewise, getting back to the matches, we've got 13 games played for Saransh, 33 goals scored. Again, not a clear reflection of his true potential, right? Which I think has been coming up quite lately. The other match he had been crushing his opponents, and today he's going to look to do nothing different. And yeah, there we go. The kick-off is here, and Chennaiyin FC in their white kits from right to left, and we do have Mumbai City FC from left to right in their signature black.
Yep, it's a classic black versus white story. Let's see who can get the result today. It is huge day for both teams. Of course, SC East Bengal will be watching to see exactly what's happening. They would love for this to be a draw, with neither team really getting a benefit. But in terms of a top four battle, a draw is not the worst result in the world for both these teams, because they just want to be climbing as far on the table as possible. Mumbai City FC need to get that win to claim that top spot, but by virtue of the number of games that Chennaiyin FC have played, if they lose this game and results don't go their way, they could find themselves by next week out of that top four, and that could be a huge task for them, a huge uphill battle with so many teams now, the likes of Hyderabad FC as well, finding their form of late. It's going to be a very tricky journey back for them. So Saransh, he's going to be waiting and watching and wanting to get into the flow of things and get that win early on. And there we see now, it is Mumbai City FC trying to get in behind, but not quite, and Saransh will look to counter attack.
Oh yeah, and the way things have started off, this is classic Saransh, right? He's trying to apply pressure right off the bat, again pushing in with Kafu from the right wing. Neymar Jr. is definitely going to take that shot, and Saransh, oh, there you go, he scores one off from the deflection, and Chennaiyin FC have taken a very early lead, and this is going to be really daunting to Ashwin, as he needs to play that catch-up game. But boy, oh boy, Saransh, he was looking very aggressive right from the very start, and finally delivers one home.
Yeah, Ashwin will be a bit annoyed about that. I think the deflection just bouncing in the way of Saransh over there. Nothing really that he could have done over there. Defensively, his shapes seemed to be okay to cope with that, but unfortunately for him, the gods of the rebounds not favoring him. But plenty of time for Ashwin, and of course in games like these we do want to see an early goal, just so it almost kick-starts the opponent and gets Ashwin going as well. And he's not going to mess about. He's going to be on the attack straight away. He will have been watching as well the kind of game plans that people have been employing against Saransh, using that counter-attacking strategy. Had the opportunity to play the ball into Pele or Eusebio over there, decided not to do it, and taking his time, being patient. Saransh not pressing as aggressively as we normally see him, but now that I've mentioned it, the aggressive press does start. So taking his time here is Ashwin, and I'm sure he's going to get opportunities in the course of this game. It's just about whether he has that sharpness and he has that continuing form to be able to take them.
Oh yeah, we've got to see that. And Ashwin is in a really good position. Almost wait for the shot over there. Did connect also, but goes out for a corner. And now we've got to see what can they make out of this one. Of course, Ashwin looking to pass it on to with Zidane, and there you go with Eusebio. He's definitely going to take the shot, and he scores. And Mumbai City FC, they have taken the equalizer over here, squaring it off. It's one each between these two teams, and of course, Ashwin, he's the man doing it all, and Saransh suddenly jolted back with that quick response from them.
Yes, the baby-faced assassin has struck again. Not phased, not daunted at all by the prospect of going down so early. We did see that one unfortunate deflection falling straight to the feet of the Chennaiyin FC player over there, and not quite able to do anything about it. But very, very well worked, you'd have to say, Ashwin. Really toying with the defense of Saranj in those 1v1 situations, getting two opportunities to take those shots. The first one, of course, deflected out for a corner. Second one, no mistake, arrowing into that left-hand post, and everything to play for. And so far, we're getting everything that we were expecting from a top two team battle. And man, this could be, if it continues this way, could be, it could end up being 3-all, 4-all, because both players looking really solid on attack, getting in again with Mbappe over there. This time the deflection favors Ashwin. He manages to keep it, and he will play his way out, looking for opportunities, looking for pathways to get forward. Now using his Ronaldo Nazario to see how he can get up the field. Is he onside? He is. Huge opportunity here again. Will he go for a cutback? Will he try to get a trick? He does go for the trick, goes for the cutback, but it's covered off. Still pressure on the ball by Ashwin. He's making Saranj really sweat on defense.
Oh yes, he definitely is, and Saranj always knew this one would be coming, right? It would not be as easy as it was last time for him. This time Ashwin is out for blood, but this could be deadly, and well, somehow, threat has been exterminated. Again, Ashwin is gonna start building up his attack, and with the right wing, he was just heading out, and it's completely a cutthroat competition between these two amazing gentlemen out here.
Yeah, absolutely. Cutthroat is the exact right word, because no inch of space being given to the other. They both know, of course, having been in the scene for quite long, both these players. They both know each other. They both know their styles of play. They've been in, of course, the eISL bubble together for a couple of months now. Manages to keep that in. Well done by Ashwin over there. But yeah, Ashwin, I think the way he's kept evolving his game as the tournament has progressed has really taken a lot of people off guard. I think at the beginning he was very steadfast in the way he wanted to play. He only wanted to take that strong foot shot. He wanted to shoot from certain angles, and now he's realized that because he gets himself in such good positions, maybe that policy of his was not maximizing his potential, and maximizing the potential of this counter attack here is Saranj Jain. Let's see what he can do. Again, well defended by Ashwin and Mumbai City FC. Saranj, shake of the head. Not quite happening for him since that goal.
Oh yeah, I mean 40 minutes have passed by, and after that equalizer, we've seen both these players, building up their attacks, trying their hearts out, and proving their mettle today in front of their audience, to their clubs, and everyone who believes in them. But here we have Ashwin again. Just did have a little bit of an opening there through the centers, but rather opted to play it a bit safer manner. And he wants to have that final go at it, but there you go. Just 2 minutes remaining, and Chennaiyin FC might be the last ones having the laugh before the stroke of the first half ends. So, of course, it's going to be really interesting. But Theo Hernandez, that's a very good interception. And again, tides have turned, and it's a back and forth competition, Azim. It's so difficult to say who's going to have that upper edge. But for now, with Mbappe, he's just twisting and turning over there. Passes it on towards Eusebio. But in those final thirds, that's where, could work a little bit more, as the final whistle is yet to go. It's the halftime whistle, of course. And, well, there you go. So both these teams evenly matched up. We're just getting started.
Yeah, very tight match. This both teams are creating chances. Of course, Ashwin has had the better opportunities, and Saranj, since scoring that goal, you thought maybe he was capable of just running away with it, building that momentum. But Ashwin came absolutely roaring back, created chance after chance. Here you go. This was the first one, and the goal over there. And he's doing a great job, Ashwin. He's trying to control the game as much as he can. He doesn't want to give Saranj the ball where possible. I think you could say almost similar tactics to the kind of stuff that Shubham from Odisha FC was talking about, where because they know how powerful these players can be in possession. They just won't let them have the ball, and they keep the ball for as long as they can, and that appears to be Ashwin's policy. And he's forcing Saranch now for most of this game to play on that counter attack. And I'm not entirely sure if counter attack really suits Saranch's style of play.
Mm, I mean, only the man can figure it out at this point, right? He's got to adapt because certainly, if they do not manage to find and score this Azim, it's not going to be helpful. And of course, Saransh would not want to be settling with a draw, especially when he knows that his teammate Navin, he's been having a little bit of a dip in his form lately. Especially wouldn't say that he's taking losses, but yeah, draws are something that Chennaiyin FC cannot really be satisfied with, considering the caliber that they do have in these two players. But going against Mumbai City FC, we all know that this was not going to be easy as it was last time. But there you can see Saran still, searching for that opening, being really calm and patient with Neymar Jr. He gets that shot being taken onto Vitz Casillas, but off it goes for yet another corner.
Yeah, this is where Saranj likes to be in control of the game. He nicely got to build his game up over there. Even though Ashwin's defense was settled, I think Saranj just has that belief that no matter how settled, no matter how compact the defense is, he is capable of breaking it down. He just wants time on the ball, and really, when he gets that, that's where he can be so dangerous. And that's why I feel that when he's counter attacking, because he has to do things much quicker than he would usually like to, it doesn't completely suit him. Of course, he can be very effective at it. We did see him score from one counter attack goal, his first goal as well. But it is a bit of a challenge for him now. You can see a bit much more control of midfield, playing the game on his terms now, not really getting Ashwin the ball. And Ashwin as well will want to get that back. He's not particularly a counter-attack player as well, not the kind of guy who likes to put crosses into the box.
Yeah.
Very rarely have we seen him go for one of the cutbacks that a lot of the players tend to go for. This time now with Neymar Jr., but he's offside.
Oh, I really thought this could be going in, but did we figure out that it would be offside? But yeah, one thing that we've learned, right? Saransh has evolved with the changes, right? He figured out a lot of opponents have understood where to hit him. And he's not giving that much of a room and space around those defense, right? He used to play ultra high pressure. He used to have all his, left and right backs even going up ahead. But now he's being very careful, very vigilant when he, tries and execute something like that. He still does get his players up though, but still make sure that they do make it in time if there's a counter attack that has been initiated. But for now, Ronaldo just passing on towards Pele. Over here, Maldini, however, will just steal it away. So again, 65 minutes have gone past by, and this is somewhere kind of breaking my heart not to see a lot of goals being scored from either of the sides, because these two have been goal scoring machines lately. But that shows how equally well competent they are. And this had to be somewhere down the line one of our expectations, that this match could probably also end out in a draw.
Yeah, it was always on the cards, but I have to say in that last move, Ashwin defended that really, really well from Saranj, because that was exactly the position Saranj wanted to be in, 1v1 isolated against a defender, and I think Ashwin did a fabulous job of snuffing that opportunity out. Now I think he wants to slow it down a little bit, but now we're seeing that aggressive press from Saranj. He does not want to give Ashwin time on the ball. And Ashwin acknowledging that, saying, okay, you know what, you want to press, I'm just going to pass this ball around until you get tired of pressing, and or until I make a mistake. Thankfully, didn't amount to much for him over there. Now, again, Ashwin taking his time, doesn't need to force the issue. Plenty of time yet, and almost. Oh, he still does have the opportunity. A cheap giveaway, and gets the shot. Opportunity. It is in. It is in. A huge mistake from Saranj Jain, and Mumbai City FC get the lead. Very uncharacteristic from Saranj over there, but you can only take the chance that's been presented to you. And Ashwin making no mistake, the baby-faced assassin strikes again. It is 2-1 to Mumbai City FC.
Oh my God. The sheer quality and class of that goal, just understanding the right play over there, getting through the defenders, the pass and the shot was so pristine. Of course, Sharanch, he's going to be hitting himself over there with how on earth could he let he go a man of his caliber. And yeah, those little mistakes is where you've got to capitalize on. And now Saransh does realize that he needs to bring this home. He needs to score one equalizer, and that he needs to do it really quick and really fast. Otherwise, I think it could be lights out for Chennaiyin FC already, because next up from Manchester City, from Mumbai City, we do also have Karman Tekka coming in, so that's definitely going to spice things up over here. But look at Ashwin, he's again riling to go from the right wings, of course, passing it on towards Zidane. Call it again, back and forth passes is what his intention has been. But Saransh with this sort of a steal, and this could be a potential breakthrough.
Yeah, does have the opportunity. Great through ball played in now. Getting into the box. Does he have a pass? Will he go on his own? Searching for that pass. He does find it with Neymar Jr. over there, but you can see again the defense from Ashwin. Very, very organized. Don't want to waste too much time there. Bit of a risky passing strategy, and he's given it away now.
Oh.
But recovers just in time. This is a borderline suicidal play, but now a through ball to find CR7 on that left flank. Very poor touch, and well, it's now getting a bit frantic. Now this is where the nerves will really start to play a part. Can Ashwin hold out? Can Saransh hold his nerve if he gets that chance? You know he will get at least one more chance to score, and this is the chance. He takes it. Saransh gets the equalizer.
Wow.
Not messing about. Steely face determination. Not even celebrating. He doesn't want to draw. He wants the win here.
Oh, he wants the win, and he wants the quick goal. He just wants the match to get restarted again, you know, just resume it. Already this sheer class. I mean, he completely built this play up. He was waiting, he was watching, and when the moment arrived, the right pass to the right person, of course, Ronaldo was present over there, and Saransh did not even flinch for a second. And here we have Mumbai City FC and Chennaiyin FC both tied up, and just 5 minutes to go. And this is getting exciting as ever, because both these players would not want to settle at a draw. But then again, this is how good these two gentlemen out here are. And of course, Saransh, we can see him. He's clearly not happy with himself. He wants that quick goal over there. It's really still yet to get over the fact that he just gave that one goal away towards Ashwin. But Ashwin still maintaining his calm demeanor over there, making sure that at least he keeps the last attack to himself. Let's see what can he get done out from that one.
Yeah, it's a bit of a catch-22 over here for Saransh, because of course Ashwin is going to hog the ball, and of course Saransh wants to get the goal himself. But if he presses too high, it's going to leave an opportunity for Ashwin. He might just have this opportunity over here. Goes wide, looks for Ronaldo 9 over there, but this time the ball will go out. Saransh tries in vain for that counter-attack, but it ends a draw. And it seemed sort of inevitable at the start of the game that this might be a draw, because they are so closely matched at this point of the tournament. It does end Mumbai City FC 2, Chennaiyin FC 2, and no real winner or loser in that game, because both of them were just so evenly matched. I don't think either of them can really complain about the result.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it had to be that way. But then again, the final equalizer goal from Saranch's side. Ashwin, we've got to ask this one up to him. Was it the nerves trembling over there? Because on other days, maybe Azim, I really felt that Ashwin does defend those shots. But likewise, as the scorecard reads, it's 2 each for both these players. The first matchup, ladies and gentlemen, has ended with a draw. Not the kind of a result that either of the players are going to be really happy with. I'm pretty sure when we head into the interview, they would have the scripts ready, and they will say, I played really bad today, I could have done better, and it ended out with a draw. I'm definitely not happy with that, but I trust my teammate that he's going to come through.
Yeah, well, let's see. Maybe I don't think they'll be particularly disheartened by the result. Of course, it's just the first game. If this happened in game 2 and there was a lot more on the line, I think then we would maybe see some more reactions, some more, let's say, prickly reactions from either of the players. And very, very closely contested game. I think for Saransh, that cheap giveaway over there, he would have been very upset about. But the composure over there, 1v1, to get the goal from Ashwin, you can see how frantic he is on that controller. Huge moment over there. But over here, I think just getting that offside trap a little bit wrong over here, not able to get, there you go, just getting his defense all out of shape. And that is, of course, because of the way Saransh was just incessantly piling players forward. But yeah, both players, I'm sure, will not be particularly happy to walk away with just a draw over here. Mumbai City FC, you could say, dominating possession just a little bit, but Saransh having more shots on goal. More accuracy on the shots from Mumbai City, but it's a very, very even Steven. You couldn't really pick a winner based on those stats. Of course, expected goals for Chennaiyin FC a little bit higher, but it never looked like he had particularly clear-cut opportunities with Saraj.
Oh yeah, I mean, considering how this matchup has really played out, the possession chart and everything is kind of the reflection of what really happened, right? It was so even Stevens. But, we've been talking about the babyface assassin. Well, he's waiting for us inside the studio for an interview with him. So let's get in there. And, well, Ashwin, clearly not the result that you'd hope for considering your stellar run going on.
After 2-1, I obviously knew that Saransh would come up with the press, and eventually it worked out for him. So so GG's to him also. So he defended very well. So he shouldn't have conceded the second goal also. So it's pretty much in the game. So you can't really help it.
Yeah, I think you could say probably the first goal for you that you conceded as well also was a little bit of an unfortunate deflection in the way that it fell to Saransh. But towards the end of the game, we saw you really holding on to the ball. Was that because you just wanted the last attack, or were you happy to take 2-2 at that time?
No, I didn't want to give the ball to Saransh, because Saransh, if you've seen his previous games, he'll always score in the 90th minute or 45th minute, the kickoffs. So my plan was, to be honest, my strategy was to not give him the ball after I conceded. So I just went for the 90th minute.
Oh, I mean, pretty much understood over here. It's understandable that you've done your homework. But, talk me through about the recent patch update that we've seen. Quite a few players have been vocal about, them not really being comfortable adapting to it. So how have you been adjusting? Have you made your amends, or are you completely fine? You don't have any issue?
To be honest, for me, the second one, I don't have any issue. We see, however they change the game, you have to adapt to it. That's how you have to play the game. So you can't keep just saying that the new patch is out, you can't play the game, there's this thing, that thing. You need to adapt to it and play the game, then only you can shine in this tournament. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, well, you have been adapting quite well of late. Unfortunate for you, you couldn't get the win in your game, but we're really looking forward to Tikka going up against Navin, and all the best for that.
Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. Thank you so much, guys.
Cheers,
have a great day.
Good luck, buddy.
Oh, there you go. And of course, he's been really blunt with that. You've got to somehow acclimatize to this current patch. You've got to, I mean, you're the best in the country, right? If anybody could do it, it has to be you guys. So, that is why you're here. So, of course, some wise words coming in from the man in blue. But then again, now I think it's Tikka time. Tikka going up against Navin. It's going to be one hell of a match, because these two players, again, Tikka has been in a stellar form lately after the new year. We've seen him, really rise up to power. He's been putting those efforts, been really serious about his game. Now sporting this really nice jacket. I wish I owned one.
Oh yeah, I mean, it would be a little blasphemous for me to wear a City jacket, even though it looks very nice. Maybe if they make one in red, I might. But I highly doubt that that's going to happen. But for Tikka, he's the guy who's always been the clutch player. He's been the comeback king. So even if he goes for a goal down, even 2 goals down in this game, do not discount him. He's always so calm, so cool, so collected, always has a very good game plan. And he's been actually one of the hidden gems in this tournament. He's really, really stepped up to the plate in games where we had written him off completely, especially, the games against Lokmanu as well. We all thought that is a foregone conclusion, but he managed to hold out, managed to hold on. And we will actually be getting to know a little bit more about the Mumbai City FC players. We have a quick interview, which these guys have done in the recent past, and we'll get to know what their thoughts have been about the tournament so far.
Hi guys, my name is Karman, I'm 18 and I'm from Delhi and I'm representing Mumbai City FC. Hey guys, this is Ashwin from Chennai. I'm 24 and I represent Mumbai City FC. So when I qualified, I was so happy and proud to represent Mumbai City FC in this tournament. So when I saw what are the format and other things was, it's a league format and it's a 4-month long league which is going to take place.
Same thing happened with me as Ashwin. A friend of mine from Pune called me saying that it is your tournament, showcase all your skills. It's a great stage to show everything you have. Now I'm here for 4 months and I'm here to win or learn, not to lose.
In the first week of eISL, we just played one game and we lost it. It was a shaky start for us, but everything is a learning curve. We are learning from our mistakes. It's a 4-month long tournament and I'm sure we'll learn from it and we are going to rock the stage.
In FIFA, everyone is used to play 1v1, but I'm used to play 2v2 too because of my cousins and friends. And Ashwin, my teammate, is also used to play 2v2, and I have a lot of confidence, Ashwin, that we're going to link up really good in the co-op and destroy all the teams that comes in ahead of us.
In the first week of eISL, in our individual performances, there was nothing special. But the most relieving part which came for us was a co-op game. So if you see the highlights also, the second goal which we scored was like so good. We gelled up so nicely, and I never knew that Karman was so good, and we had like a chemistry that's actually going on during the game also. So I'm very much looking forward to it, and I'm sure we'll have a great tournament.
Out of 11 teams, Chennaiyin FC is the favourites to win the league. But me and my partner will try to whitewash every opponent and try to win the league for Mumbai City FC.
We all know that Chennaiyin FC are the favourites to win the tournament. I would consider ourselves to be the dark horses of the tournament because I consider ourselves to be a surprise package and would upset any team on a given day. I would like to thank my family and friends for supporting me throughout this journey, and for you, the fans, you guys make it special. We are sure we'll make you proud. Amchi Mumbai, Amchi City.
Such a delight these two players are, always a smile on the face and, always radiating positive vibes. But, the same goes for the man on our right over here, Chennaiyin FC's Navin. Well, he's been having a slip of form lately, not really getting a lot of L's, but a lot of D's, a lot of draws coming his way. Today's the day where draw-win has to be win-win. So
yes, or just now win, whichever one you prefer. But yeah, it's not been going quite his way of late. He's sort of gone almost into Shubham mode, where he just tries to be unbeatable. Oh, that's a fancy little gadget over there. Is that an audio splitter?
Yeah,
that's fun. Wow, I haven't seen those in a very long time. I think both of them wanting the audio. That's why that's there. Quite fascinating.
I mean,
but either way, we're not here to marvel over technological wonders. We're here to think about what's going to happen in this game, and can Navin finally end that streak? You do know somebody is going to feel the pain, and he's going to bring out that frustration at some point and take it out on someone. But Tikka, of course, is going to be determined to make sure that it's not going to happen against him. Very cool, very calm, very composed customer, just 19 years of age still. Skill level of 1964, been steadily rising up the ranks, and for Navin as well at 2020, so fairly well matched in terms of their skill. Navin, I believe at this point, still sitting on second in the goal scoring charts, although that may have changed since the last time we saw it. But Tikka, 23 goals in 12 games, and a very, very solid defense as well. So really showing that he's a very complete player in this tournament.
Oh yeah, he definitely is. Considering this reflection of his statistics, I really feel is not accurate because, of course, I think Azim, we did have a discussion over it right in the start of the segment that Tikka had a slow start. But the way he's picking up pace, I mean, that has been tremendous, right? I'm pretty sure as the league, progresses, he's definitely going to bag up a lot more goals. And for Navin, it has sort of been the opposite. He started off with a bang, but now he's still scoring goals. But at the same time, he's conceding the same amount of it. So again, likewise, I've recently just checked, and he still sits second. On third, however, we do have Ankit Gupta, who's got 28 goals just out of 9 games played. Now, Navin has managed to get 30 out of 13. So it's going to be interesting because Ankit Gupta comes into play next, and he has got so many matches raring to go. So of course, Ankit Gupta is going to be the favourites for the leaderboards. But for now, what we have in front of you is this matchup: Mumbai City FC and Chennaiyin FC going up against each other, head to head. Because let's be honest, both the teams they've been still working out on their co-op games, right? Individually, we know they're pretty strong, but not as strong as FC Goa, whom we haven't really seen in action for quite some time. I think we're going to have their matches really soon.
Yeah, we should expect to see them back next week as well. I mean, that's something that all the teams have had to contend with over time. We've seen SC's Bengal also out of action for a little while, probably explaining why there's been a little lack of spice in the post-match interviews. We did see a little bit from Shubham as well. I do see the thumbs up in the background, so it does look like we are ready to go. But for Odisha FC as well, when they came back from that long break, it took them a game to really start to get going. And then they were able to sort things out yesterday when they went up against ATKMB. But it's going to be a nervy game for Navin for sure, because he knows he really needs to get back to winning ways. Chennaiyin FC, really, when Saransh was not at it, they depended on Navin. He has carried them through a lot of that early part of the league stages. And with Saransh not getting the result today, they really do need to get him back in form.
Oh yeah, they definitely do, because initially as the league started off, we could see Saransh. These guys have been trying to. Navin has been at it all, right? So that being said, of course, we do have the match kicking off, and this time again, Mumbai City FC from left to right in their signature black. We've got Chennaiyin FC right to left, and right off the bat we can see Karmantika trying to head on over to the defense, and he's been resorting to slowly but surely trying to build up an attack with things. But Azim, as this game has commenced, of course, a few speculations from your side. Do you have a hunch anyone's going to walk off with a victory, or are we going to see another draw in commencement?
I mean, if you were placing a safe bet, you might say that a draw seems a likely result over here. But of course, very early on in the piece, Tikka, of course, is going to be playing on the front foot. He's always sort of radiating confidence, always wants to attack, always wants to do the unpredictable things. A cheap giveaway over there from Navin, and of course, his teammate was punished for it in the first game. May well be punished for it himself over here, but defends that very well, not giving Tikka that space to turn in and get that shot away like he would want to. So early warning signs, you would have to say over there for Chennaiyin FC, and it's really down, just like the last game, to who makes the least mistakes, because we did see both players make a couple of defensive mistakes and were punished for it, and it's really about who can play the game to perfection over here, take their chances, not make the mistakes on defense. And in the initial stages, it does look like Tikka hogging that ball, dominating possession, dictating the way the game is being played, and may well have a chance over here if he finds that ball in. Pressing high, but Chennaiyin FC have the ball back again.
Oh yeah, they do. And with the way the game has been progressing, it's again back and forth FIFA that we're going to be witnessing. Of course, Navin this time from the right wing passes it on towards Ronaldo. Is definitely going to take a shot, but maybe would opt for a pass with either, as Mbappe just twisting and turning around the players. And yes, goes on, gives a pass towards Ronaldo, and there he goes for the goal. But the deflection coming off, out for a corner.
Yeah, huge block over there made by Tikka, getting his defender in the right position at the right time, because it looked like Navin had a very clear shot on goal, just delayed it a little bit, and that gave Tikka just enough time to come back and get the player in the right place. But still, it is very high press. You can see quite deep on defense right now, 6 players defending in the box, and it's now going to be an uphill task for Navin. Can he find that killer ball in? He has found it, but again, great defense by Tikka, not allowing him to get that shot away, and now looking to counter attack. Great skill to get away from his marker in the midfield. Will he look for that ball down the right flank? Nope, decides to just play it a little shorter, getting his fullbacks forward. Now with Neymar, he does have options left and right. Let's see if he chooses either of them. Goes to the middle, has the opportunity now. This is where Tikka can be so effective. Goes for it, but the mistimed finish could not. He got the space for the shot beautifully, but got the timing on the shot all wrong.
Oh yeah, and it's kind of okay right now because we're just getting started, right? He's just getting warmed up, and yeah, of course, Tikka, by his standards, we do know he's definitely capable of scoring it at the back of the net. But it's all right. 25 minutes gone past by, and both these players are opting for again end-to-end FIFA, like we can clearly see from their sides, and both very technically gifted, do have all those skill moves in their arsenal, and they do not really shy away from using that, especially Tikka, right? He likes to go really solo towards the final third, does not really opt for that pass, rather goes for a dribble and goes for the shot. But for Navin, as you can see, he's trying to create that space over here, just finding any sliver of opening, and did for a moment though. It was really well read by Tikka, and now he's on a counter-attack of his own.
Yeah, Tikka reading everything that Navin is doing so far. Not Navin hasn't really been able to get a shot away. Tikka, on the other hand, of course, has managed to get that 1v1 situation. Did get the shot away, but unfortunately, not able to double tap that shoot button in time to get that perfect time finish. Went horribly wrong. We have seen the time finishes going wrong, but still ending up in the back of the net. We have seen that happen in the past, but didn't quite happen today. But it's very, very tight in that box to find space. But Tikka moving that ball around very, very quickly, forcing Navin to constantly keep switching players. And for now, does find it in to Ronaldo. Mistimed finish. It's in, but he's offside. He is offside.
Oh, I think the moment the shot sort of went in, he was even curious to see if that really was fair and square. But likewise, did get his answer right after. Went for an offset. Sort of a wake-up call for Navin, I must say, because of course, had that not been offside, because that was barely inches away from getting converted into a goal, had that been all fair and square over there. But again. Tikka applying that pressure, passes it on towards Pele, goes in for that shot, hits the crossback, but and it was a deflection of the keeper's gloves. So on a normal day, it could have gone in, Nazim.
Oh yeah, that was so close. I just had a feeling that he might just go for the long shot because Navin was sitting back so much and allowing him space just on the edge of the area and almost paying off. This time the time finished, that nice green timer that you want to see every time when you double tap the shoot button showed up, glowing beautifully, but unfortunate over there for Tikka. Keeper pulling off a worldly save and doing a bit of a dance with his fullback over there. Not quite sure what that was all about. But you have to say, in this first half, Tikka absolutely the dominant force, and he would love to right now cap it off with a goal. Let's see if he can do it now coming forward. Won't be a lot of stoppage time, so he has to go right now. Will he go for a cross into the box, I wonder? Nope. Slows it down with Mbappe, goes to the edge of the area, tries a very ambitious ball, and there it will be now half time. And Navin can breathe a sigh of relief because he has been under the cosh for most of this game.
Oh yeah, he's been getting hammered lately. The way Tikka is just starting to press on, of course, not quite representation on the scorecards, but again, like we could clearly see, Tikka has taken control over the game. He's still on that driver's foot, but yet to score. And Mumbai City FC know that, no matter how many chances you do create, unless and until you're scoring, that amounts to nothing. And Navin understands exactly the same. And I'm pretty sure Saranch would be, just dotting him on a few tips over there that he could do to further improve his game. What he needs to do right now, however, is start retaining possession for a while. And once he does that, he's going to start feeling confident. And then we can, talk about the prospects of him engaging in an attack of his own. So, of course, with the second half already kicking off, we can see Navin still holding on to the possession that he initially had, just trying to enter in from the right wing, but eventually decides to go back.
Yeah, had the opportunity to play the ball in, but I believe Ronaldo had run offside by that time. So, doing the right thing at the moment, trying to just keep that ball, move from side to side, let Tikka do a little bit of the defending for a while, let Tikka start pressing you as well, let him get impatient if you can get him impatient, because Tikka, we do know just how composed he is, but there, the impatience showing, and not quite able to get that ball in. The ball for Navin also not quite working out. Now on the counter attack, he sees the run from Ronaldo. He finds him. Is he onside? Yes, he is. But no real support around him, so he'll do well to just recycle this. and just reset and start going again. Of course, Navin not entirely set on defense just yet. Now everyone's back in position. And Tikka, will he be looking for a cross in? Usually the guy who you would want on the end of the header was the guy on the ball over there, Cristiano Ronaldo. Not quite working out for him. Navin, will he look for the quick counter or is he going to slow it down as well? He's going for it. Finds the ball into Eusebio, but Aji with Vieira and Mumbai City FC have the ball back again.
Oh yeah, they do. And this is what Tikka is in for a lookout for, right? He's just searching for that little opening, and it's so good that these players have read each other a lot. Even the past encounter that they went up against, I think it was a draw. It was a draw that had been, was the outcome of the game. But for now, again, they're not going to settle at that. It has been a goalless game so far, and the fans are going to be starting to, anticipate a goal from either of these sides. So whoever scores does have a good advantage, but that's sort of a giveaway. I don't know if that's acceptable here.
Yeah, that's a very, very cheap giveaway. Will he be made to regret it? Because every piece of possession counts over here. He, of course, does have his defense back and sorted out now, so maybe not of any real consequence. So he does need to defend this and get the ball back. So far, Navin hasn't caused him any problems, but now this is a problem. Tikka deals with it, solves the problem immediately. No real fuss about it, no real stress. Gets that ball and will look forward now, but a cheap giveaway again, looking too far forward, just taking his eye off the ball a little bit over there. Will he be made to pay for it just like Saranch was in the first game? For the moment, it looks like the answer to that question is no, but it can all change with just one good ball, one good trick move, and it could all change. Matthias in the box over there, that's not usually the player you want to take shots, but now with Pele, will he go for that ambitious pullback? He does! Brilliantly worked by Navin, and this time, after a very long time, Navin takes the lead rather than being the one chasing, and it could be a huge, huge moment in the game.
And this is exactly what they wanted, right? And Suranj knows now that he's got the lead, it matters a lot right now. It sort of is going to ensure them those 3 points coming in. All Navin needs to do is sort of hold his calm, and maybe, possibly, if he can score one more, and it's pretty much lights out for Mumbai City FC. But hey, Azim, we know that Tikka is known for his comebacks, right? We've seen him do that time and again. And we've seen him do that in a quick succession just after conceding a goal. So an instant objective or the motive in Tikka's head would be now to just get as aggressive as possible and score one off. Because if he does not do that, then there's nothing to fight for. And then in the co-op game, all they would have to do is just struggle to win the game just to ensure that they get that 1 point. And I don't think it's going to help Mumbai City FC in their pursuit to be on top.
Yeah, and Tikka is going to be searching for that equalizing goal and looking for it as soon as he possibly can, because the longer it goes without him scoring, of course, the more chances Navin is going to get on the counter attack, because you do know he is going to be piling bodies forward. Navin has dealt with everything he's thrown at him so far. He's been under pressure for most of the game. The ball now fired in. This is where Tikka, can he find that 1v1 situation? He does find the cutback. What a goal! Brilliant individual skill over there, finding that pass back to Neymar and smashed into the top corner. Tikka right back in it. Mumbai City FC have the level up.
Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about. Navin goes all in, goes for a cutback, a shot. Tikka again with a reflection of the very same pattern of Navin, and there you have it. Both these teams again, even Stevens in terms of the scoreline right now, 1 each. But with just 16 minutes remaining, now is the question: who scores the winner?
Yeah, is it going to be Drawin, or is it going to be the comeback king Tikka to complete the comeback, or is it eventually going to be Win-Win? We don't know quite yet. Just 15 minutes of gameplay left, and I don't think either team right now is going to commit either way to full-on attack. Even if it ends with a draw, that would give us a grandstand finish going into game 3. Rare situation. Usually we don't generally see the game or the co-op game deciding absolutely everything, with all 3 results still on the table over there. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Navin got a bit ahead of himself over there with that pass, and now using the raw pace, that 99 rated Vinicius Junior card. He does have someone in the box, tries to find the far post. The ball will still fall but he is offside, unfortunately, over there. for Mumbai City FC. The offside flag raised, but it did look very lethal, that counter-attack with the blistering pace of Vinicius Jr. on that right wing. But Tikka not quite able to take advantage, and now on the counter-attack comes Navin. Let's see if he can go for a cross. He has bodies in the middle. Surely another cutback if he can manage it. He does find it, and it's saved. It's straight at the keeper. It is straight at the keeper with the entire goal gaping. Somehow Navin found a way to shoot straight at the keeper. Gets another go at it, and in off the post. Brilliant stuff from Navin.
And so the curse ends, and there you go. Chennaiyin FC have gotten that lead. It's 2-1, and Navin, he took his time, and for a moment, you know, I've had my heart out of my mouth with the sheer attempts being made by Navin. How on earth could that cutback just go astray out of everywhere? It goes towards the keeper, but then again, Navin just does not give up. Goes in for the shot, and you know he is absolutely feeling it. We haven't really seen Navin being so expressive, you know, after he scores a goal, and quite deservedly. I think we are finally looking at a win for him.
Well, let's not count out Tikka just yet. We've seen him score 2 goals in the last 10 minutes of games before. And you know now it's going to be absolute all-out attack from Tikka. Let's see what he can do. Navin has to now defend for his life. You know, the moment Navin gets the ball, he's just going to be keeping it. He's not going to give that ball to Tikka under any circumstances. And of course, you know, Tikka is going to be pressing as high as he possibly can. Cheap giveaway, but again, the pace of Vinicius wins that ball back. Another cheap giveaway and tackle there from Gullit, but has the opportunity to counter over here. Will Navin just go into the corner and see this out? Could be a huge result for Chennaiyin FC if he can do that. And it does look like that's his plan. No, it looks like he might still be going for a goal. Couldn't quite make up his mind over there, and will Tikka make him pay over here? He's looking to find that ball in behind, can't quite find it yet. There we go, using the pace of Vinicius. Will we see a tactical foul from Navin? He's trying desperately to get in there. Can he get that cutback? He has De Bruyne outside the box waiting. Now Ronaldo twisting, turning, too many bodies in there. Navin holds on, gets the win for Chennaiyin FC. Huge result. Tikka threw everything at it, but eventually just not enough.
Yes, towards the very end moments, that one goal from Navin that he scored, that sort of became the decider overall. However, yeah, it's a 2-1 scoreline, and Chennaiyin FC have managed to get a victory out of this one. But yeah, it all came down to the final attack, where I really felt, you know, Tikka almost just about scored in that one, but kind of overthought that process and kind of messed it up later on. And Chennaiyin FC, after that, we could see clearly, you know, they just did not want to engage. They had no business. Just wanted to hawk the ball as much as possible. Then it just went in for the interception after they received the ball after the stoppage time. So here we go. The scorelines are 2-1. Navin finally from draw, Navin has made a transition to win-win. So that's something that we like from his side. But you know, to be honest, Navin was the better player out here, right? No caps, because the kind of chances he was creating. Yeah, Tikka was good on those counter-attacks. He was good on those plays that he was making. But still, in terms of chances, in terms of efforts, he'd been unlucky in the past. But today, I think you know, he had some luck also working in his way, and did wake up at the right side of the bed tonight in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, for Tikka, I think he dominated the first half pretty much. Didn't really give Navin anything. But Navin obviously making some tactical changes, some tweaks to his style of play at halftime. And you could see it made a big difference. He was getting into those positions, going for similar to what we had seen Saranj doing as well, going to the byline and just trying to get those quick fizz balls across the face of goal and hoping that it falls to somebody. And over here, we thought for a moment that the chance had gone just before this initial shot, and you can see what it means to them. So much emotion attached to it now. A huge, potentially huge result, because of course this win does guarantee Chennaiyin FC at least 1 point. If they want to see it out, they have to go and try and get just hold on to a draw in the final co-op game. So Mumbai City FC will still be looking to score the buck.
Yeah, I think there is a potential chance where they can certainly do that, right? At this point, Mumbai City FC, even on the co-op games, they've been decent. I wouldn't go to the extent of saying they have been really, really that great, but they've never had this chance, right? Most of the games that they've been playing lately, they've managed to secure the entire tie in the first two games itself. But then
Yeah.
again, it's going to be rather interesting what happens in the co-op game. But before all that goes on, all you favorite, you can always get your favorite players and team posters from our digital partner, and they are our digital collectibles partners, Terra Virtua, a leader in the NFT and metaverse space. And it's a proud moment for us to have them on board. And there you can see this. I wish I could have one. It's called the VFlect. So if you guys are signing up, you're gonna get a free NFT. Now we're all hopping into the trend. I have also gotten aboard the hype train. Might as well get yourself and your friends as well. What about you, Aziz?
Yeah, well, I'll be hoping to get one. Maybe they can give me one with a red jersey somewhere.
Maybe a Northeast
That would be
United
very
one.
cool. Yeah, I think a Northeast United one would be pretty cool. But yeah, you can of course sign up now and get one for free. Choose your team and you can get it sort of made exclusively for you. And yeah, it's pretty fascinating to see the new NFT culture and how it's it's even caught up over here. The eISL, of course, is the cutting edge of esports tournaments in India right now. And when you talk about cutting edge, you can't do it without NFTs.
Oh, you definitely can't, because lately we've seen the rise, a lot of people, being very curious as to which space are we entering into. We know blockchain, we know metaverse, they're the future right now. And of course, being a part of it, getting that head start is definitely gonna help. Of course, I'm really proud to say that, eISL has actually partnered with Terra Virtua on this one, because this is what is next in the esports industry, right? So many, teams also associating them. But yeah, you might want to check them out. But what we do have for you guys right now is, of course, the third game, the co-op match between these two teams over here, Chennaiyin FC going up against Mumbai City FC. So it's going to be exciting as to how this really pans out. And, Ashwin and Tikka, they definitely must have a plan. They cannot settle with a draw because, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, watching this show at this point, this is the battle for the top spot, right? Chennai do have that top spot, but with one extra game played. So, of course, even if Mumbai City FC sort of lose out on this one, it's going to cause them not a lot of harm, but still, ending things over with a draw, going home with a point, and they can be happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely. But they will want to get that win either way, because now they will have played a couple of games more than their competitors around them for that top four spot. And if results don't favor them, they could find themselves out of the top four. That's not a situation they want to be in, because that again creates massive pressure for a team who universally, I think, has been hailed as the favourites to qualify in the top four and even win this tournament. Of course, on their day, Saransh and Navin absolutely unbeatable. And finally, Navin, the smiles out for him. Not been a lot of smiling going on in the last couple of weeks with just draw after draw. But finally, in the last few minutes, getting that winning goal, really making the pressure count on Tikka. Unfortunately for Mumbai City FC, not quite able to hold on to it. And now in the co-op, they have been very good, both teams in co-op. So again, expect another very close encounter. Could be just the single goal to decide it.
Yeah, I think this tie has been pretty close. Right from the very start, we've seen not a lot of goals really separating these two players. But finally, a smile on Navin's face, and all the Chennaiyin FC fans would finally be so happy to see their star performer back. Not a really huge goal overhaul, we can say, from Navin's side, but again, this is baby steps from him really recovering. It's been ages since we last got to talk to him, and I think after this match we would have the opportunity to maybe have a conversation with the man himself, because we've seen a lot out of Saransh lately, and Navin has been pretty off. Has been kind of gloomy over there. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, here we have the final game of this fixture going on, kicked off already, and there you have it. So pretty standard. We do have Chennaiyin FC in their white kit from right to left, and of course Mumbai City FC in their black from left to right.
Yes, so very, very key game this one. Potential huge consequences in the race for the top four based on how this match goes. Mumbai City FC can, of course, put a dent in Chennaiyin FC's hopes if they get that draw, because it keeps them level on points with Chennaiyin FC with one less game played. Obviously, a very good outcome for them in that situation. And honestly, I think for Mumbai City FC, if you had offered them a draw or just 1 point at the start of this game, I get the feeling they might have taken it. I just get that feeling.
I mean, we'll have to really see in this situation what really happens. But for now, in terms of how they've been playing, did you notice anything peculiar in Navin's style of play? Because he's been struggling lately, and finally has managed to make a comeback.
Well, I don't think he did anything particularly different. I think it just really was a matter of just really being focused on the job and timing his runs right, timing his passes right, making sure he took the opportunities when they came, being composed on the ball in the box. We saw that from Tikka as well when he scored almost a mirror image goal to the one that Navin scored. But then in the end, despite the disappointment of having that first shot being incredibly saved, but let's hang on over here. There is a chance for Chennaiyin FC straight away. The ball blocked off by the keeper. Very, very big opportunity. It's still not gone yet. Again, trying to go with that individual skill, getting the shot away, but finds that wall of Maldini in the way again for Mumbai City FC. And now they will look to counter-attack. Of course, plenty of defenders back there, but still somehow managing to bulldoze their way through. It's again, both teams know exactly what's expected of them, and I would say in this case the advantage to an extent is with Mumbai City FC, because they know straight up all we have to do is win. For Chennaiyin FC, it's like, maybe if we win, maybe if we draw, with there's two results for us, it can get you a little bit stuck in terms of what you want to do. Do you stick? Do you twist? Do you keep going aggressive? Do you play a little bit more passively? So for Mumbai City FC, they know exactly what they need to do. They have to go out there and get the win, and he's given it straight away.
Oh.
That is absurd. Oh my goodness, what have they done? Have they just thrown away the top spot?
No, this is not the way it should have gone in for Mumbai City FC. But yeah, delight for the fans of Chennaiyin FC. Now that is a steal. Now we did see, I think, Ashwin making such close plays, with his goalkeeper just passing it on towards his players, and the pressure had always been immense. But this time it was just a little too much, and Mumbai City FC conceding a goal in such a manner, I do not know if they can sleep tonight.
Oh man, I mean, all these ranked, that's got to really hurt when as a ranked player you concede a Division 10 goal. And we all have these. I mean, one in every 100 games we'll have one of these ridiculous goals where we just pass the ball straight from the keeper to the striker, and there's nothing really that you can do about it. You're just not thinking, you're just thinking about the passes ahead, and that really is, I think, the thought process for Mumbai City FC, just constantly thinking ahead of how do I get the goal, how do we get up the pitch, how do we take that shot. But sometimes, of course, it is important to remain in the moment and keep your eye on the ball, and unfortunately, Mumbai City FC not doing that over there, but they have the opportunity to come straight back with the chop back and in the meta goal. There you go. The chop back onto the right foot, the finesse finish into the corner off the post. Apologizing for it, of course, using a little bit of, you could say, an exploit in the game. I don't want to say exploit, but just using something that seems to work. It does take a lot of skill to be able to pull that off.
Exactly.
And there you go. It is 1-1.
See, I'm not going to complain, right? If it's doable, then do it. As long as you're not using any unfair means or anything or any sort of exploits. It still demands a lot of skills, right? Not a lot of players can pull it off. The timing and everything has to be correct. So, of course, credits to Mumbai City FC on that, of course, getting the equalizer over here. But that being said, Chennaiyin FC sort of did not see this coming, right? Gave them that room and space. And this is not the first time that Mumbai City have been receiving such open spaces around that. They've been a little bit constricted, Chennaiyin FC on their defenses, and Mumbai City FC, got to give credits to them for reading this out and capitalizing on this particular situation. But right now, we do have Chennai right on a counter. They're trying to build up a play. They're trying to build up an attack. And again, 34 minutes pass by. It's so difficult to, have the score lines apart from each other. It's always even Stevens.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, maybe we can allow Mumbai City FC that goal just given the nature of the first goal they conceded. Nobody wants to lose a match to that goal. So I'm glad they managed to just get back up to 1-1. And now have the opportunity, if they can just keep it together, keep composed. If they can take that lead, suddenly the pressure is all on Chennaiyin FC because it's suddenly just 2 points being stolen away from them. Let's see how they approach this. There is just a few minutes of that first half left to play. When do Mumbai City FC, if the scores are still level, decide to go ultra attacking, decide to get those fullbacks involved in the game? Again, a two very, very risky passes at the back over there, but just about making it judge to perfection. And now looking for that ball in behind. No, not quite. Deciding to play it cool, playing the percentages, playing the safe game. They know that with a draw, they still get the 3 points overall. And I think that's generally going to be the motto for Chennaiyin FC, safety first.
Oh yeah, for now at least. But knowing Saransh and Navin, I think they're going to be high on spirits today, especially that they do not really want to lose out on the 3 points. For all our viewers out there, if this match ends in a draw, it's still 3 points ensured for Saransh and Navin, considering the second game win. But now Zidane just passing it on towards Ronaldo. That has to be a shot by the boys from Mumbai City FC, but a deflection coming out of the keeper. We've seen a lot of Casillas, we've seen a lot of Van der Sars lately. Not a lot of Yashin, to be honest, not a lot of Schmeichel. So, but it is what it is. Now goes out for a corner, and Gullit would want to instantly pace in from the right side. But hold on, Mumbai City FC, they've got different thoughts in their mind.
Oh, if they can grab a goal over here, they might just over there with Zidane. Brilliant individual skill. Mumbai City FC. Oh, you absolute beauties. What a goal over there. Individual brilliance to take the lead at the stroke of half-time.
Oh, Azim, no. We did not see this one. They did them so dirty over there. Getting with Zinedine Zidane. I'm pretty sure that has to be Karmantika. The audacity only this man does possess of doing something like that, and the smile reflects it and says it all. And what an entertaining first half it has been, especially towards the end. The way it started off, and really started thinking, has Mumbai City FC really lost it? But then they just came back stronger. Started off with this one goal, and both the goals that have been scored by the boys from Mumbai City FC over here, they've been nothing less than class, nothing less than perfection. Look at him go. The defense was absolutely in shambles, caught with their pants down. Wow.
Oh, that was absolutely brilliant. Second half has kicked off, and now it is Chennaiyin FC left chasing the game, because as things stand, Mumbai City FC will be grabbing what could be a very, very vital point, and of course keeping themselves level with Chennaiyin FC with the game in hand. So massive result, a result that can potentially later on in the week lead to Chennaiyin FC being dumped out of the top 4. So they will be coming back with a vengeance. They know that lose by 1 or lose by 2 doesn't make a difference. They need to make sure that they don't lose at all. But right now, Mumbai City FC, momentum on their side. They are going to be looking to just finish this game off, make it a 3-1 scoreline as early as they possibly can. But of course, Chennaiyin FC, you do know how deadly they are. We do know how experienced both these players are. They're not going to go down without a fight. And that fight is coming over here in the box, looking for a pass. Finds Pele at the edge of the area. Not quite sure if that's the pass he wanted, but twisting, turning, maybe another solo goal coming. But this time, Mumbai City FC able to defend it. And will they look for that instant counter attack? Yes, they will. But no, forced to slow it down just a little bit.
Oh yeah, just a little bit, notching it up, dipping it down a little bit, just the way they would want it. But again, considering Mumbai City FC, I think just a 1-goal lead, Azim, would not be enough, right? They would want a few more. And with Gullit, the pass on towards Eusebio, he's definitely got to score somehow. But this time, Chennaiyin FC, being really vigilant on their toes, did not let such a thing happen. And just as we're speaking, they're on a counter-attack of their own, breaking through from the left wing. They definitely have to make a pass. And, well, Pele just giving it away towards Neymar, I believe. There you go, the score coming in, and Chennaiyin FC. Oh, look at that equalizer. Just the right
Oh,
time, just the right way.
that was beautifully worked. Very, very slick interplay between the two Chennai FC boys. Doing a few unpredictable things over there, not doing just the standard pass that you would expect. Going for a very low percentage ball initially, but then that converts into a very high percentage cutback, and of course, an instant finish over there, not wasting any time. And that was the key to immediately finishing that, making sure the player does not take a touch, having it first time, not giving the defense any reaction time at all. So, very, very well worked. And again, this game swings back into the balance. It is a draw right now, of course, but it does mean that Chennai FC right now are walking away with all 3 points. And if they can, from this move, manage to get that goal, almost finding the ball in over there to Mbappe. And now on the counter attack come Mumbai City FC, running the flanks. Of course, Ashwin, a player who does not particularly favor those wide areas. He'll be looking, if it is him on the ball, to go back centrally. There you go. And now you can see that defensive shield of midfielders over there. They've managed to bypass them. Will it be another long range shot? Not this time. And it's going to be end to end now. You know it's going to be Mumbai City FC attacking. You know it's going to be Chennai FC just counter attacking and trying to finish this off. Because I think a 3-2 for them puts the tie to bed surely. But yeah, for Mumbai City FC, they have to keep it cool at the back, make sure they don't concede, and then go up the other end. But can they survive this late onslaught over here? The ball is falling to Mbappe. They're in the box, had opportunities to get the ball away, but just wasn't confident enough of that shooting angle. And now with 20 minutes to go, Mumbai City FC have the ball back. What can they do? Can they grab a dramatic winner here?
I really thought, on Mbappe there, they could have, they had that little bit of an opening. They could have gone for the shot, but I think just overthought it a little bit, and it's quite understandable why, right? It's such a high pressure game. We're talking about the battle for the top spot between these two, Goliaths going up against each other, right? The Titans clashing off, Mumbai City FC and Chennai FC, of course. And Chennai FC, we've seen a little bit of a dip coming in from them, but today they've recovered really well. But Mumbai City FC, if they can get a late winner, then they're just going to be so happy with that, because that's the maximum that they could get out of this particular tie, right? But if it goes as it is, it's still going to be 3 points. But there you go. Mumbai City FC, they did take their chances. Both the players took their shot, but the keeper coming in clutch with the rescue. Wow.
Well, they still might have the chance again now with Ronaldo at the edge of the box, finding that space, getting into it. Goes for the chip. Oh, that is outstanding! What audacity to try and pull it off. 3-2 it is right now for Mumbai City FC. The most unexpected finish in that situation, but pulled off to perfection. What a match this has been so far.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. As if this should never have happened. How? How did he do that? This is what we're talking about, right? The thinking at those very end positions. Their lives mattered, and all they need to do is just hold on. Mumbai City FC, boy oh boy.
Oof. And it does look like we're trying to do a bit of lip reading over there. Tikka saying, you want me to play the ball to you, and Ashwin saying yes. So maybe they're going to look for that long ball in behind. There is 10 minutes to see out. Easier said than done seeing out a game against Chennai FC, because of course, particularly in co-op, now you have two players who can press the ball equally. So it becomes a big challenge to hold on to that ball. They've already been burnt once by that high press, conceding that terrible goal. And yeah, it's just what an absolute classic this has been.
Oh yeah, and it's getting so interesting all over again. Just a few couple of minutes remaining inside this matchup. Exactly 11, but the question still remains: can Chennai pull off a goal over here, a late last-minute goal or something towards the very end? Because that would sort of ensure them those 3 points. Because either ways, they've been ensured that 1 point. But today, this is where if they want to have a good lead over Mumbai City FC, this is the match that they need to win. And of course, making sure that they have those final few possessions on them are trying to get them in back up. All the backs right ahead, and this could be a potential opening. Oh, still chance there. Took a shot, but the defender just chiming in those final few moments. What are we witnessing? I might just collapse.
Over there, just heart and mouth stuff over there. Ashwin just shouting at Tinka saying, clear the ball, just get it out, does not matter where. You can see the high press over there, but they will be looking for that ball in behind, not able to find it, and again the turnover of possession now to Chennaiyin FC. This is absolutely tantalizing over here with Messi on that right flank. Will they look to try and get a finesse shot away? No, running out of room over there. Another substitution looks like it may be made by Chennaiyin FC. Of course, substitutions also do help to run down that clock a little bit, to add that little bit of additional time. And now they surely have to look for the run to go into the corner and keep it there. 89 minutes on the clock. You see the run triggered with Ronaldo on that left flank, and that's it. They're just going to keep it there. I don't think Mumbai City FC have any intention of scoring a goal over here. He just wants to keep the ball, but may be forced to pass to a Chennaiyin FC player because he has nobody around him.
Mumbai City of FC, all they've got to do is just hog around the ball with the corners, right? Just for the next few couple of minutes. But Chennaiyin FC, they have got no time to delay. But there you go. A match, those 3 points that were really going Chennaiyin FC's way. Mumbai City FC snatched a few, and they're going to be happy with it. They're going to be satisfied with what they've come out of, because this still ensures, they've got their shot at taking the top spot. And I think after this fixture, Chennaiyin FC will still remain on top, but Mumbai City still, that one less game played is going to make sure that they get back the top throne. And we all know it's kind of cursed, and we've got to see what's going to happen.
Well, the Mumbai City FC boys, they can laugh now that they've managed to rescue that point in the most dramatic circumstances. I think they scored 3 absolute screamers in this game. I mean, the first goal, the finesse finish, the second one, the individual play with Zidane, the third one, that ridiculous chip. So good to watch over there. It was incredible. Just this one blip on their report card, this moment of madness to start the game, passing the ball straight to the opposition. And you thought at this point, we all did think that maybe the nerves have got to Mumbai City FC and that's it. They won't be able to see the result out, but how wrong we were.
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially the way things started off, right? After that really cheap goal that they conceded, we really felt like at a point, they've been sort of gassing out maybe or something, but they knew how important this game was to them and the sheer quality of those goals. I'm rather curious to really see who scored that. And, it's so difficult now. Who's going to be the hero of the match? Because both these teams are going to be sharing 1 point each. And just look at Ashwin. He's got that little cheeky smile. He knows that the way he scored those goals. Chennaiyin FC, they were just hard done with. But right after Chennaiyin FC did show that they did have a few fight remaining with them. But towards the end, co-op has been one of those problems that they could still work out on. I think they're doing it, but they've got to fix it quick and fast, because we are approaching towards the end game.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We are approaching to the end game and the end times based on this. Look at how close that was. Expected goals 2.5 to 2.7. Nothing to choose between these two teams. Even possession, shots, absolutely well matched in every single department, and two worthy teams sitting at the top of the table right now, I have to say. And oh my god, well, we still have SC East Bengal waiting to get into the mix with these guys as well. And it's going to be lip-smacking feature to see when SC East Bengal goes up against both these teams, because, let's remind you that Mumbai City FC right now, only team to have beaten SC East Bengal so far.
Yes, and that is where we did see one of the stellar runs starting off. But as we take a look at the final scorecard, here it is confirmed. Both the teams walk off with a point each in their pockets. And I think that's going to sort of add up to 25 points each in terms of their overall standings for both of them, of which we will have a quite good reflection once we get to see the leaderboard. But for now, this is one question that has been running at the back of my mind. Who is going to be the hero of the match?
Wonder.
I still do wonder, because it's going to be so close. Whoever it is, and Ashwin. All right, so quite a lot of goals scored in the co-op game.
Yeah, it looks like he scored all three because wasn't it 1-1 in the game between the two of them?
Yeah, and
Yeah, all three goals.
yeah, and I think
Oh.
I think it was sort of around two each. But again,
yeah.
Ashwin, the way he's been playing, another fantastic player, 4 goals, and he in the individual game, of course, it ended out in a draw, right? Now, not the kind of a result that he did anticipate for himself. But towards the co-op game, he did make up for it, scoring 2 goals over there as well. I'm pretty sure I could. The second goal, however, I really feel I was Kamantika. The first and the third, we can say,
Yeah.
was signature Ashwin style of play, right? This first goal, from
you
this
go.
spot,
Yeah.
this is how he loves taking that shot. He's been practicing that routine, and lately he did even say that during the interview that he's been trying to do that. But this is classic, Karman Tikka, maybe. The way he.
No, this one was Ashwin.
This
I
one was
believe.
Ashwin? Maybe. I think
Yeah.
we should ask him. But either ways, I think it was Ashwin, definitely, as the voice in my mind says. But now, let's take a look at the leaderboard and see how things have changed. And we could have a clear idea. And not a lot of changes, to be honest, because Chennaiyin FC still hold on to the top spot. But they could have gotten far had they not let that final goal slip in through.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, I think a result that SC East Bengal would be relatively pleased with, and of course the chasing pack behind all the teams who are sitting on 12 and 11 and 10 games played will also be a little bit relieved to see that these guys have dropped a few points. It does make that top 4 a little bit more accessible for the teams going down all the way up to Hyderabad FC. If we're being honest, all these teams still in with a shot of making it to the top 4. So it's so tight and competitive at the top. And we do have the main man, no longer Drawin. It is, win. It is Navin. Let's head over straight to have a chat with Navin. But it's been a while since we've had you in the interview room. Not been the greatest form for you of late. So good result for you, but disappointing overall. How are you feeling so far?
Yes, it's been a very long time since we had a chat actually. Like
Yeah.
I drew almost like 5 games or something, so I 100% knew I'll have to like come up with a win in this game or in the coming game. So that's it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it was one of those spells that you were having, a damping phase, I must say, because honestly, it was not that too much bad. You were still getting draws, right? Nothing on the negative side. But again, as a player, as a technical player that you are, what were your shortcomings? Why weren't things going through? Because I honestly, as a caster's perspective, we did see a lot of shots just going haywire, hitting on the crossbars. But apart from that, what were the things that you worked out on?
I actually don't know because I've been whenever I practice I'll score goals only. The thing is I won't concede whenever I do in practice, but here I'm not able to score, so it was very kind of strange for me. I didn't know why I was not scoring, but the previous games also, like against ATK, I had some 4.7 expected goals. It was not going in, or maybe my finishing was really bad. So it's basically about my final third how I was. Then Saranch was like helping me a lot, and like you just have to work on these things. So that helped me a lot, so I could come out of it now.
Well, you have your win finally back, so hopefully you can continue on that run, and hopefully if you all keep holding on to top spot, we'll let you go. Thank you so much, Naveen. Congrats on
Yep.
your win and commiserations on dropping 2 points. We
just
will
one more
have-
thing.
Yes.
The cheers to Ashwin and Tikale. Ashwin played really well, I feel, in the co-op as well, because he played without any fear, or like he played his game, what he does in the hotel and everywhere. Like, so cheers to him.
What sportsmanship out there from your side, Naveen. It was such a delight to watch the game. But yeah, finally, I think the comeback has been real for you. We really hope we get to see you on the greener side with all the matches that are coming up your way, that you defend your top spot. And all the best for your future games, buddy.
Thanks guys. Thanks a lot.
And there you go. I mean, such a lovely person to have a conversation with. But for all our viewers out there, get all your favorite players and team posters from our digital collectibles partners Terra Virtua, a leader in the NFT and metaverse space. Of course, all you've got to do is sign up and you're getting free NFTs, man. And you do not know, with the prices really popping up, you might have some really sweet NFTs collections in your way, and your favorite teams. And I think I would want to notice FC one. I think Azim has already said that he would want something with red, so we're going with Northeast United FC, of course. But you can get your favorite teams jerseys, your NFTs out there. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, this was all about the first fixture. And before we head off, a huge shout out to our sponsors once again, starting off with Coca-Cola, our esports partners Notwin Gaming, our associate sponsors Hero, our platform partners PlayStation, and our digital collectibles partners Terra Virtua for making this event happen. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, this was all about this stream. We're going to be hopping on to another one because right after this, like Azim said in the very start, we do have the Bengal Derby coming up, so you definitely do not want to miss that. So catch you over there.